Hey everyone, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and I am back today with a hefty package from Bead Box Bargains with my monthly beading finds from the sister site of the awesome subscription, the Bargain Bead Box, which provides a coupon code to this site every month where you can go and pick out your own beads at already great discounted prices. And their stock is changing all the time, so I recommend checking out their site periodically to see what they have, because a lot of times what you see at one point will not be available again, just due to the nature of their closeout selection of things. So what you see here are things I picked out a couple weeks ago. They may still be available, they may not, but there will also be a lot of different things that weren't there when I placed my order. I do have a coupon code for you. If you're not a subscriber to their sister subscription and you'd still like to shop on their site, you can definitely do that. And you can use the code OPAL15, OPAL 15, to save 15% off your total purchase. And I'll leave that as well as the link to their site right down below the video. So now let's go ahead and get into this package and see what sorts of things I found for this month. So you can see that I've got two large bubble wrap packages of items neatly bundled up, and my total for this order came to about $126. At the time I placed the order, they were offering some free shipping, but it's usually about $375 if you're located in the US. And you can see I was able to use the coupon code from the subscription, and I saved about $54 off the total order. So with that out of the way, let's take a closer look at everything inside these two packages. I'm going to start out by showing you some of these Czech glass beads, and some of them are in these sealed containers, so I won't open them up, but you can see through the package pretty well. The first variety I have is a bag of pressed glass top drilled teardrop beads in lavender Picasso, and you can see how they have that purplish tone intermixed with the more mottled earthy tones. That's the Picasso finish. And they have that hole that's located at the top of the bead with the rounded bottom that hangs down. This was $1.79 before the discount for the package. Up next, I picked up two of these bags. They're 10 grams each of 6mm Czech pressed glass disc rondelles in transparent red/Picasso. And these were about $2.39 per package. And you can see how they have that deep red transparent color in the background and the Picasso finish that's over top, giving those that more stone-like quality. Then next I picked out some more varieties of these. They're the Czech glass forget-me-not flowers, and this color is called metallic red. There's 10 grams per bag of these as well. I've got two of them, and they were $2.09 before the discount for these packages. And I'm loving that deep red, sort of more toned down metallic color. It's consistent across the entire surface of these tiny little 5-petaled flowers. In that same shape, I also have the matte aqua / silver wash, and again, there's two bags, 10 grams each, of these 5mm little flower-shaped beads. Got a little something extra in the mix there, that's okay. Tons of beads in here to work with, and you can see how the silver wash settles into those areas that are in between the petals, and they have a frosty turquoise matte glass base. And then last for that same shape are these absolutely vibrant forget-me-not flowers in the same size, this time in the color called indigo, this very bright royal blue, kind of cobalt blue, that's opaque and glossy and very eye-catching. I did also get two packages of these petal beads. There's 10 grams per package in these as well. They're an 8x7mm size, and the one on the left I have is the crystal / pink wash, and the one on the right is the white opal / pink wash. These were $1.99 per bag. Great to use in a bead weaving project, maybe to make a beaded flower with some of these petal beads. I just used them in a recent tutorial called the Precious Petals Necklace, so you can see how these could be used if you aren't sure. And I thought this combination was nice too, even if you were to use these two in the same beaded flower to give the petals more variation, because they coordinate so well. I think they would look very nice mixed together. These next two packages are holding the double drilled silky diagonal tile beads. This is the jet luster color, and I have two packages of 10 grams each in my hand, and they are similar to the 2-hole Czech glass tile beads, but the holes are drilled at an angle like it says, so they become more of a diamond shape when they're incorporated. I also picked up that same shape in the jet/green iris variety, same quantity and everything. These were $1.59 each before the discount per bag for this color variety. The previous ones were $1.49, so very consistently priced on all of these items, as you can tell probably. And then getting to use a discount code or a coupon code on top of that is like icing on the cake. In these next four packages of 10 grams each, I have the really tiny 4mm pressed glass bicone beads that I just love so much, and I wanted to pick up multiples of these in case I wanted to use them in a larger bead weaving project maybe down the road, because I figured it'd be really difficult to probably get my hands on these again. These were a little over $2 per package, and the color is called jet/metallic purple, and they're really similar to the Czech glass bicones we're used to seeing that are the larger 6mm size that have the smoothed out edges even though they're in that bicone shape. The only difference is these are just quite a bit smaller. And speaking of which, I did pick out two of these packages of the larger 6mm size, and these are just in the color called Jet. So just of course our opaque, smooth, and glossy black, 10 grams per package. Once again, pretty much the theme of these sealed packages of beads. You're going to see them mainly in the 10-gram quantities, and these were just 99 cents per package. Next is another variety of the drops, just like the first ones we looked at that were in the purple tone with the Picasso. These are also in a 10-gram bag. They are 6x9mm, and they are in the color called Green Zircon, which is a very beautiful teal that's sort of transparent. And this was just $1.09 for the bag before the discount. And then these are a shape that I don't see that often, so I wanted to pick them up in several different colors while I saw them on the site. They are the hexnut shaped beads that are a 5x2mm size, and this happens to be the crystal/sage Picasso luster variety. These were $1.99 per package. Beautiful olive green with that sort of golden dusted appearance on top of the glass. And we have the 6-sided shape. Definitely looks like a hex nut. They have a slightly larger hole than you're used to seeing in the Czech pressed glass beads and are a little bit bigger than the forget-me-nots or a daisy spacer size. Here are two bags of another color. These are the alabaster/sage luster, $1.99 per bag before the discount. It might be a little bit easier to see these because of their opaque and lighter color. They have a very glossy appearance as well, and a consistent sage green color across each of these beads. And then the last color I picked out in this shape are the alabaster/lila vega luster, also $1.99 per bag for the 10 grams. And this is a classic purple Czech glass variety. And with those 10 grams per bag, there's a lot here to work with. My last two in these closed up packages are the 4mm melon beads in the jet black, our opaque glossy black, and you can see that these are a rounded bead that have the fluted edges, that ribbed texture that could be used in place of a round 4mm bead, just giving us a little bit more interest in the detail that we have going on in that shape. And these were just $1.79 per package. And up next, I have some strands of 6mm Czech pressed glass druck beads or round beads in a variety of different colors that remind me of candy, like little candy dots or something. These were $1.25 per strand, and I have, going from left to right, the alabaster violet with the speckle coating. The next one is the color cerulean, then the dark mint, followed by that bright yellow or goldenrod color, and then finally the orange. And you can see they all have that little bit of a speckled coating over top of a white glass base that doesn't come through very much because the colors are pretty well concentrated on top. but they do give a little bit of a variation in the color upon closer inspection. And there's 20 pieces of beads on each of these strands. Next, I have 2 strands each of the 9mm pressed glass shell beads. The one on the left is the amethyst/white swirl/purple wash, and the color on the right is the capri blue/white swirl/rose gold wash. And these were $1.95 per strand. There's 13 pieces included on each one, and I just love these little seashell shapes, looking like scallop shells with the holes going right up through the beads. They're the same on both sides, and the addition of the washes make those details and etched stripes stand out a little bit more. And I'm in love with the color combination of these two. This next variety, they're also seashells in the mermaid mix/yellow wash. 22 pieces per strand. These are a 9mm size that is top drilled. So they have the hole that is placed differently than the others. You can see that it is located at the base of these scallop shells, so they could be used as more of a drop shape. And I love that addition of the yellow wash. I think that's really unique, going over the top of the turquoise and coral colors that we also see in each of these beads. These strands were a little bit more at $2.99 each. I also picked up 1 strand of 9 pieces of 14mm textured coin beads in opaque turquoise green. This one was $2.69, and this is a shape that I see quite often, but this time it doesn't have any special coating or anything. It's just a solid turquoise opaque and a good size bead to use and incorporate in a focal even with its interesting press design. I also picked up 2 of each of the 8mm strands in these colors. I have alabaster/amethyst Vega luster and the opaque midnight indigo in the center, followed by the alabaster/blue-green Picasso luster on the right. 15 beads on each of these strands of Czech glass, and each of these were $1.99 per strand. The final strands I picked out of Czech glass are these, which contain 20 pieces of the 6mm silky arc 2-hole beads in the opaque turquoise color, and these were about $1.89 per strand, I believe. One side of these 2-hole beads is smooth and flat, and the other side has that little bit of a raised detail on the top. And I'm always interested in picking up 2-hole bead shapes when I see them on Bead Box Bargains at these really great deals. And then getting into some of my last Czech glass that I picked up before I get into the other items, this handful here is containing 3 packages that contain 10 pieces each, so total of 30 8mm Czech pressed glass Hawaiian flowers in opaque indigo/silver wash, and it looks like these were maybe like $1.69 or something around that per package. Love that blue color, the silver wash making those details really stand out, and the hole going directly through the side. The other color that I picked out in that same size and shape is the pink opal shimmer, and there's also 30 pieces in my hand. These came in bags of 10, so there's 3 bags worth at a similar cost. And these are in a sweet light pink variety that's kind of a creamy color with a sort of transparent shimmery silver wash over the top. And then I have another variety of flower. This time the 14mm pressed glass daisy beads. This type is the red/rose gold wash. They were sold in packages of 3 pieces, and I picked up 3 bags, so 9 total, and they are about 99 cents per bag. These have that transparent bright cherry red glass, and you can see that metallic rose gold wash settling into those details, these being larger flowers than the previous ones. Then I picked out that same size and shape, this time in the blue opal/gold wash, also sold per bag of 3 at 99 cents each before the discount, so I have a total of 3 bags worth. And this time we have that creamy light blue with the golden wash over the top. And I thought these were the same at first, but they're actually slightly different. They are 13 millimeters in size, and they were sold 4 pieces per bag for around like $1.19 per bag, I believe. And the color of these is called Capri Blue / Gold Wash. So they've got that beautiful cerulean blue in the background with the gold tone, bringing out the details of these flowers. And just like the other ones, the hole that's running directly through the side and up the center of the bead. So in addition to all the awesome Czech glass that they're now carrying at Bead Box Bargains, they also have a variety of other types of glass beads, such as the faceted crystal rondelles in various sizes. And you can see that I have the 4x3mm size in my hand in the different colors, from the Aqua AB on the right, and then the blue zircon shimmer, followed by the lavender dyed / AB, which is a little bit of a lighter purple, and the orchid dyed AB, that slightly darker purple on the right. And these were $1.19 per strand. You get 13 inches of beads on each of these, so you get quite a bit to work with. The next size I picked out are some of the 6x4mm, so getting a little bit larger. And again, I have the lavender dyed / AB, then the orchid dyed / AB, followed by the steel blue shimmer, which is a really deep, dark grayish blue. These are also 13-inch strands, so quite long, and each of these was a little over $1.20 per strand. And then the final selection of rondelles that I picked out is a color that always really reminds me of fall. It's this yellowy mustard color. It's the opaque goldenrod / silver shimmer, and these were about $2.39 per strand for 15 inches in the 8x6mm size. They also have quite a number of gemstone strands that are gorgeous if you want to check out that section. This time I only picked out a couple strands because I need to work through some of the things that I have first. But I've got two of them in the agate round seafoam mix, which I thought was gorgeous, with these light beachy tones of aqua and seafoam and very pale lilac, in addition to some white and gray. I have the smaller 8mm and then a 10mm size, $6.79 for the smaller one, $7.69 for the larger one before the discount. And these were 14.5-inch strands, which are quite generous and give you a lot of variety, especially with the mixture of the different tones and colors of the beads, which looks so beautiful together. And then next is a 15-inch strand of 4mm faceted pyrite. This was $6.99 for the 15-inch length. They have that sort of antique metallic look to the beads and remind me of a fire polish bead. And then some other interesting things I picked up, some focals and pendants and things. This is a 50mm very large lampwork glass round pendant in aqua / gold foil / copper swirl. It was $2.49 for one piece. It's got that large hole at the top for you to attach to your stringing material or cord. And I just love this combination and handmade feel of this lampwork pendant and the shimmery nature of it. And there's the look at the back. Very beautifully done, I think. I also picked up 3 sets of lampwork glass teardrops, and I have the pink copper sparkle, the aqua copper sparkle, and the lilac copper sparkle, all sold in sets of 2 for $1.29 per set. Pretty much a solid transparent color overall with that loop at the top, so you could use this as a drop bead or a charm style bead. And they've got that addition of that coppery shimmer that's inside of the glass. My next piece is a 43x29mm pendant in pink ivory crackle. It's an agate stone. One piece for $3.69, and I'm sure each of these is a little bit different as far as the color combination and where that pink settles in. You can see that the crackle effect appears in that deeper pink tone, and then it's a combination of a more clear, and then the rosy pink is concentrated more at the top of this one. Here's a look at the side. You can see what the shape looks like overall, and there's a look at the back. Up next, I have a Chalcedony carved fox pendant, 30 millimeters in size, and mine is quite a bit more golden and clear in the color combination than the picture on the site, which is a lot more orangey, but that's okay. You can see this looks like a little fox that's curled up and its tail is on that left side. $4.69 for this piece. And it's got a hole that's located right up there at the tippy top. It doesn't show up as clearly on the front of the pendant, but you can see it more clearly there at the back. And then a couple free gifts with purchase that they do from time to time. I received a 33 by 20 millimeter agate teardrop pendant with the gold-plated copper wire wrapping. One piece of this one, beautiful agate stone that's swirly, creamy white and orangey tones. And then they typically attach a freebie to the back of their business card. So this time I have a selection of these silver floral toggle clasps, which is always appreciated. And there, of course, is the front of the card. Bead Box Bargains. Check them out often and have fun perusing their site. And take advantage of that coupon code that you get on a monthly basis if you are a subscriber to the Bargain Bead Box. So that's everything that I picked out for this month. I love sharing these bead finds with you. I hope you enjoyed checking out some of these items and maybe we picked out some of the same things. You'll have to let me know down below if you did any shopping there or anything else you'd like to say. Don't forget you can use the coupon code OPAL15, which I will leave right down below the video, as well as the link to their shop so you can pick some things out for yourself. Even if you're not a subscriber, you can shop at their store anytime. And be sure to sign up for their emails because sometimes they'll send special discounts and alerts of sales through their email list. I didn't pick out any findings this time around, but they do have a great selection usually of all different sorts of findings and metal components, much more than I've shown you here. And I also recommend this as a place where you can pick up chain in a lot of different colors. Their stock of chain tends to rotate around a lot, so check out that section too. And if you're interested in their subscription, I'll leave that link down below as well, and I have a $2 off coupon for that if you wanted to try them out. But that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love having you. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here, and feel free to share the video wherever you like. I'll be back soon, but until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.